The Greek language, Geronda. Why did they abolish the accent marks? Don't you see that letters are like people? Just as people these days won't accept what they are told and throw out all rules, so too are letters doing away with their accents and circumflexes. The way everyone hurries about, they can never come to a full stop. You should see what some people write. I was reading a modern Greek translation of the New Testament the other day. They translated, "Out of Egypt have I called my son, as from Egypt I have called my boy." Come on now, there is no way this will work. You cannot tell the sacred from the profane. They write this way for the supposed purpose of having uniformity in the written and spoken language. Who wouldn't understand my son? Even a person from the most remote village would have no problem. Once on the Holy Mountain I heard a reading that used colloquial Greek. The bread psomi and wine krasi, which make up the Holy Communion. It just doesn't sound right. What person today is not aware that the ancient words artos and oinios mean bread and wine? Geronda, we've heard that they are thinking of replacing the Greek alphabet with Latin characters. Forget it. That will not work. It will not work. We are lucky that God always makes good out of what is crooked and evil. Otherwise, we would all be lost. Our tradition and language were not lost back then when everything was recorded in handwritten manuscripts, and there were no photocopy machines or other ways to preserve them. Nor will they be lost now that we have so many means of preserving them. Have you noticed how Pontian refugees from Russia have kept their customs? It helped that they spoke Pontian Greek and were able in this way to keep their tradition alive. And even though they were given a little freedom, they still chose to leave Russia in order to be truly free. With only the little freedoms they were given, they were like birds taken out of the cage and left to fly freely in a room. Wouldn't they feel sorrow there too? How could they have been happy with this kind of freedom? Imagine how hard their lives must have been. There are some people who are trying to create a new language, but a Greek tongue has within it the fiery tongues of Holy Pentecost. No other language can render so adequately the dogmas of our faith. This is why the good Lord even provided for the Old Testament to be translated into Greek by the 70 Septuagint, and for the New Testament to be first written in Greek. Anyone seeking to study the Christian doctrine without the knowledge of ancient Greek is very likely to fall into serious error. And here we have abolished the teaching of ancient Greek in our schools. Soon we will have Germans teaching ancient Greek in our universities. That's what it will probably take for some people to realize the value of this language. But I suppose, unless they are embarrassed, they will not realize what they have done. Then they will say, "Can you believe that the church has been preserving and using ancient Greek all along?" Some individuals are trying to wipe out this Orthodox nation. Do you know what this means? An Orthodox Christian nation today is a matter of great importance. In the old days we had philosophy. Saint Catherine used philosophy to silence the philosophers over time. The ancient philosophers paved the way for Christianity. The gospel was written in Greek and spread around the world. The Greeks then enlightened the Slavs. There are those who stand to lose if Greece continues to exist. She is doing us harm, they say. We must destroy her.